Okay, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for taking the course.
Play around with business names.
So we are back our next installment.
When a toner's no longer good, it just stops. Okay, we're back with another video. Now, on this one, we are going to this is a second recording, or I'm going to redo a video from an earlier time. These are going to be the answers to the mock documents. If you don't have the documents, then you can just watch and go along to see where the signatures and the notarizations need to go on a refi package. The loan documents are 172 pages, and if you've seen some of the other videos, we're going to identify the fluff and where the client and notary signatures need to go, along with the notarization, or where your stamp needs to go. So I'm opening docs now. And once I open them, I am going to remove the watermark, because these documents were created specifically for an individual, and it has their personal information. If you ever do get my documents, they will be personalized with your name, email address, and phone number, because I'm trying to discourage people from sharing them. So if you do choose to share them, which is completely up to you, you will also be sharing your name, address, and phone number. So if you pass them to somebody, they may pass them to somebody, and I set it up to discourage that, because it took me a while to create these. Each one was created by hand, and I don't necessarily choose to donate them to the masses at this time. All right. I fixed the program display theme because it was gray and it just didn't look right. All right, so this is a refi package. It's 172 pages. The original title company was Old Republic Title, and we are going to go through. I am going to make all the signatures blue to symbolize blue ink, and the notary stamps will be the Notary Playbook logo, which will be, we'll grab one and put it, we'll put one here just so that we can copy and paste it as we need. And that will be our notary stamp. So we're going to copy that. We're going to cut this. And every time I stamp a page, that's where the stamp's going to go. Then we're going to zoom out to a single page level, and I'm going to go through these quickly. We aren't going to announce or introduce any other docs except for the pages that we have to execute. So if you've seen some of the previous videos, you know that this is the fluff, and we're going to go through and make sure that we go past all of that. Then executed documents, you'll know, because I'm going to type the word name where there needs to be signatures. And this is a 2-customer loan, so both of the clients would sign, and then the notary signs here. Date goes here for signer 1 and 2, as well as a date for the notary. They have to make a selection on how they want their money returned, because, well, no, this is for funds due at the closing. I apologize. If they owe money, or if there's a cash to close amount, but I already know this one has a refund, so we'll delete this. I don't want the package to be incorrect for the sake of showing you how it's supposed to go. So there will be no money collected. The amount due is non-applicable. This is extra stuff. This is the master statement or the alta statement. Their signature goes on the last page with the date. So if you have this closing package, or if you have the mock docs, this is to show you where the signatures need to go, where the dates need to go. You are not an escrow officer. You are not any kind of officer. You are a notary public or signing agent. You aren't the loan sign. You're none of that. You're a notary public. That's your official title. All of this is fluff. So we will go past this. If you look down here at the bottom, it's 5 pages. Once you identify it as a fluff document, then you just go past all of the pages. Another 2 pages, single page, single page. This one down here at the bottom, the addendum to the closing instructions. It needs to be signed by the settlement agent. That is not you, so you don't have to do anything with this document. Instructions, it's 6 pages. You don't have to do anything. It's signed at the bottom. If you see here, it's supposed to be signed by the settlement officer. That's not you. 2 pages, nothing. Now here's the CD. You've already gone through this. You've already informed your client that the loan amount is $81,093, financed at 4%, and that their monthly principal and interest payments are $387.15 with no prepayment penalty balloon payment. There is a PMI or a mortgage insurance for the first 11 years in the amount of $52.71. That PMI falls off years 12 through 30. They have an escrow for the duration of the loan product. The amount of the escrow monthly is $187.14. So their final monthly mortgage payment is going to be $627 for years 1 through 11, and then years 12 through 30, when the PMI falls off but the escrow remains, their monthly mortgage payments are going to be $574.29. Down at the bottom, you can inform them that they have a minimum refund of $160.39 and that their loan product is a 30-year fixed rate FHA refinance. Their lender is PennyMac and their title company is Old Republic National Title. An important date for them to be aware of, their disbursement date is the 21st. That's the information that you can give them from the first page of the CD. And then you go to the last page of the CD where they will execute this document. There's a name here with a date for borrower 1, and then a name here with a date for borrower 2. Then there may be a second CD. See, it's a duplicate. So name of the first and second client. Down at the bottom, they would sign both copies. Both of these documents are going to come back with you and go to your signing service, title company, or whomever. Then we continue. The note, signatures are on the last page of the note. Most lenders don't want this document dated. Sometimes they do. When you get your instructions, read them. They'll tell you if someone makes a mistake and they accidentally date this, they'll tell you what they want you to do. Read the instructions. This is the mortgage. Signatures are on either the last page or next to last page of the mortgage, with the date. This is a date. This is a date. This is a name. This is actually the notary's name here. Then you are going to there's your stamp. Okay. So this is how we're going to notarize documents for this example. Then you would continue to the next page. Legal description follows the mortgage. Signatures here. Now, as I go through and do this, as you watch this, I'm going to tell you to remember the page names. There are some pages where I am going to give you more information, but for the most part, we are just executing the loan documents, and this video is intended for individuals who have a set of the mock docs from the Notary Playbook. If you don't have the documents, then just follow along and pay attention. These are the pages and the correct execution of them for a refi. So you get to see what pages you sign, what pages they sign, where they stamp. Remember the notice of right to cancel. If they sign below the words "I wish to cancel," in here they are canceling their loan. You don't want them to do that. That is an error. So if you want to know how to get your own copy of the mock docs, send us an email, thenotaryplaybook@gmail.com. I'm going to suggest just be true to yourself. Don't watch this and then don't watch this all the way through and then get the answers. You know, come back online to the YouTube channel and get the answers. That's not going to help you. You need to do this. You need to learn this. You need to get this down, because that's the only way you're going to learn is through repetition. So, you know, I can't tell you what you must do, but if you want to learn this, you need to practice and give it a real go, because this has more than just the part about where the signatures go. This whole package is a test, because you need to scan this back to somebody. You actually, once you purchase the docs, I agree, I'll go through and check it for errors for you. If you can't wait for me to get to it, then that's why I'm putting the answer here on the YouTube channel. And you're more than welcome to come here and check your own answers. However, scanning them back is a test as well. This entire packet is designed to trip you up, make you fail, make it difficult for you so that you can think. Because when you do a closing, everything doesn't go always as smooth as you would like. You are going to run into situations that you have to figure out what you need to do. This package specifically, I've designed it so that if you don't know how to work with a PDF, if you don't know how to optimize your printers or scanners settings, you won't be able to scan this document back. Then you need to figure out what are you going to do, because if they require a scan back and you don't know, then what are you going to do? So this is a document that a lot of people make an error on the first time they see it. Uniform residential loan application. If there are more than one borrower, see, the total number of borrowers is 2. If they're co-borrowers, then they have to initial on this first page one of them. And the way that you tell, their name is up here. So this is for John. John is one of the 2 borrowers, so John's initials need to go right here. Then we're going to go, there's a page that's exactly like that for Jane. And then there's a signature part. See, John's name has to go here, as well as the date. Now we still have to take care of Jane. Jane will need to initial. Here's Jane's page. See, there's her name. I am applying for joint credit. So then we need her initials here. You guys pardon the sounds. Those are emails and messages from my phone. Hopefully messages telling me that someone has subscribed to the YouTube channel, or they've hit the like button, or they've shared it, or they've hit the notification bell. All of that stuff, I would really appreciate it if you guys can do that for me. It'll help the channel grow, spread, and enable me to do other things. Please, after you subscribe to the channel, join the Facebook group. I've got pop quizzes there, some random documents that you can go through, look through, and everything. I call it interactive. If you email it to me, no matter what it is, I'll look it over and get back to you. I do not promise same day service, but I'll definitely take a look at what you've produced and do my best to set you straight, or at least let you know what is correct. Currently, the Facebook group, you have to request entrance. You can't just join. I don't want it to operate like that. But I am going to figure out a way to unlock the group so that the YouTube channel subscribers don't have to answer the mandatory questions, and it won't require an acceptance from me. So it'll be like, if you subscribe, then you can come and join when you want, because you'll have like a password to get in. Again, I'm telling you that we're not presenting or explaining or defining or introducing any of the docs. This is for the individuals who have purchased the mock docs, but not exclusively for them. If you don't have docs, it's not necessary. This is just letting you know what places content should go on these refi docs. And if you have the mock docs, then this is your answer sheet. We're going to use this. When you do the Patriot Act, any of the IDs here listed will work for the second form of ID. So I'm just choosing them randomly. It doesn't mean you have to have the exact same IDs that I have chosen. These are random selections by me. And when I'm done with this, if you don't want to have, you know what? I'll actually make a copy of this available under certain circumstances. But you really should get some practice. It doesn't have to be my documents, not at all. You can get bits and pieces of this stuff all over the internet. I just, having it in one place with a source that'll go back and review it for you, that can help. But it's not necessary. You definitely should make sure that you have exposure to the paperwork that you're going to be working with. I'm a firm believer that a lot of this stuff you will learn through repetition. Hopefully, you will learn by your mistakes or learn from your mistakes. And hopefully you don't have any mistakes. But if you do, learn from them. We're randomizing numbers here so that this flows smoothly. Okay. Then we zoom back out. Oh, forgot to put the names down at the bottom. Okay. We're on page 88 of page 172, so we're more than halfway done. As I said, this is pretty much what I'm going to do through the whole thing, is just fill in the answers for people who have a copy of the mock documents. This is an answer key for you. And, just so you know where everything should go. Remember, the Notary Playbook logo serves as the stamp for the notary. Everything else is going to have the word name or numbers. The word name is where a signature should go, and the numbers indicates the date. I'm using blue because we're simulating this being signed in blue ink. I've done this a couple times, but this is the first time that I've just gone straight through and done it live. Let me know what you guys think about this, if I need to just not go through it next time and just post it, or make it available for individuals once they have gotten and completed the docs. Whatever you guys prefer, whatever is going to work best to help you understand what's going on, that's what I'll do. So just let me know in the comments. I always spell out the entire month on this signature name affidavit. But different people have different things that they do, so it's you definitely make your own decisions in this. I'm not here to scold anyone or tell people that the only thing that's right or wrong is how you execute these docs. If you don't do it the right way, then the signing company more than likely will reach out to you and tell you that you have errors that need to be corrected. That means you have to link back up with your signers and go and get whatever those corrections are. You miss a signature, title company or the signing company will let you know where your error is, and they may give you exact instructions on what they want or how they want the correction. Remember, the Notary Playbook logo serves as the notary stamp. Names, the word name represents signatures, and the numbers represent the date. We're on page 98 of 172, so we're getting closer to the end. There are some extra documents that I put in here that weren't part of this original refi. There's a QCD. We'll do that at a different time. Here on this one, they want you to complete the long version of the date. Above their signatures, they want the clients to complete that. That's a spot that most people overlook, so don't you overlook it. It's very important. It is completing the document correctly. So we're almost at page 100. We're getting there. I can't type, so that's definitely slowing me down. I apologize, but I don't think I'm doing too bad. That's why I'm just typing in the word name and the numbers 1, 2, 3, so that my typing does not be that much of an issue. Hopefully you are paying attention that, the document, it's more paying attention to detail than anything else from the signing agent's point of view, because all of this stuff between the title of the document and the signature lines, all of this stuff, we're not attorneys, so we don't do anything with that. And that's on all the documents. We do the title at the very top and the signature space. Anything in between, they can read it if they really want to know, or hire an attorney. We don't worry about what's inside, just the beginning and the end, basically. But you can have your own conversations. You're not supposed to. You don't practice law. You're not a lawyer. But you can have your own conversations. Hopefully your conversations don't address what's in the document, just the name or the meaning of the name or the title and where the signature goes. Some documents require some special circumstances, like Form 4506. They have to check this box that's on the left-hand side. They have to. It's not optional. Then they sign. Then they date. Then there's the next page, which is instructions for this. See, with it being zoomed out to the page level, everything looks smaller. But when you blow it up, then you can see that the letters are the same size as the other type in the text. So if you don't have the documents and you get them in front of you, or this copy specifically, it'll look right. We're on page 115 of 172. So we're still charging towards the end. Now remember, if this were the actual closing, I don't know if it would go much quicker than this, because you have two signers, you're verifying, you're stamping. So I don't know. The addendum to the uniform residential loan application has multiple pages that they have to sign and date. This one I think is a 4-page document, and they have to sign pages 1 and 2. So yep, that was it for that one. All right, we're on page 120 of 172. So we've only got 50 pages left. And that QCD, the bonus document that is actually part of the mock documents, I think that's the last page that I did. I'm not sure. And I'm going to hold off on the QCD. You know what? Maybe not. Yeah, I'll complete it. The reason that I was thinking of maybe holding off on it, because those are, I'm going to call them, they're kind of customized, like attorneys draw them up. Like when you go and you have the mortgage, I think it's a standard form. So the format of the document is the same. But the quitclaim deeds, I've seen some that were definitely very different. So we're at the W-9 now. Okay, now we're going to get a good run on pages where they are title docs, but they are title instruction docs and more stuff that I call the fluff. So we won't have to do anything with them. We won't have to sign or any of that. Okay. But then it'll start back with docs that they have to sign after. See, this is page 4 of 8. No signature through there. The rest of those, then they're here. Now, if you look in the bottom right corner of this document, it's for the settlement agent. That's not you. So you've got nothing else except to get their signature. This is a disbursement form, the one where they tell the title company how they want their money back. Remember, they were getting that refund in the beginning? So the disbursement letter is where they initial or select how their money comes back, and then they're going to sign it. And they're going to date it. Then you're going to date it because you're going to notarize it. Now you do know that your commission expiration date is one of the required numbers, so don't let the 123, which is an example, or it's a placeholder for the date. Don't let that get you mixed up. One of the dates actually has to be your commission expiration date on that one we just finished, and a couple of others. So you guys definitely still need to pay attention, even though we're putting in all this information. All right, so these questions the client needs to answer. I'm going to put some answers in, but they have to answer these themselves. And we'll go here. Okay, so on here it doesn't list their names, but they are the owners of the property and they are the affiants making this statement. Okay, we're on page 148 of 172. So we're still chugging along. This is where your state goes, then your county, printed name goes here. I'll put names. Marital status goes here. Married or single. The address of the property for the transaction goes here. They would circle this one. And then their signatures go here. And then you would follow up with your notarization down here. Then 2 names. The date and the month. And the notary name. And your commission expiration date go down here at the bottom. And then you have to stamp it. Then the next page. And then on this one, printed name goes here. Then the driver's license number. Then their date of birth, a date. And then the state goes here. A date goes here. Then a name. Because there are 2 borrowers. So you fill this out for each of them. Now, they didn't sign this. So you don't notarize this. But they want your signature here. So this document does not get notarized. Hopefully you didn't on your set of the documents. I'm going to put in the description of this video. You'll get more from this if you have the practice documents yourself. If you just go and you go through this, you won't get as much. But if you look at it, as soon as I get to the page, then maybe you can go ahead of me and pick where signatures would go, where notarizations would go. You can make it work that way without having to get the docs. I guess that would qualify for interactive content. Here's a printed name. Here's a printed name. Now, if your closing is in a state where they require a witness, the title company will let you know. And then you have to sort that out. Either have the signers provide a witness, or you can provide the witness. But Illinois is not necessarily a witness state. So there are several. And when you have a closing in a witness state, the title company, they'll let you know. And once they do tell you that, it's going to be up to you to take care of it. Make sure that your signer knows that either you're going to bring a witness or they have to provide their own. That page that I just skipped was an all-purpose acknowledgement. We do not complete those. We'll go over why in another video, but we don't complete those. All right, we're at the straight up title docs now. We've got 12 pages left before we're done. Here's our label. Here's the quitclaim deed. All right, so there's a date here. And the 22 here. Then the name. State and county with the date, 22 with a name, and then you stamp. On this one, I would have them both sign this. See, it says if required. I have no way of knowing if it's required. No way. And I would not call the title company to find out, because if they don't need this, then they can dispose of it. They can just shred it. So I would send this document back signed. Just in case it is required, it's got the signature of my buyer. I don't know if it's needed. And the title company didn't include any instructions about if it was. So I would have them sign it and send it back. That's what I do. If you choose not to, then it's totally up to you. Now this is where it gets tricky for a quitclaim deed. You have to pay attention to details. Look at what I wrote the word grantor in the description of this signature. So that is something you have to watch for. And you get that information from reading through the document, the quitclaim deed. It names the grantor and the grantee in the pages preceding. It's not on this page, but it's in there. And so that's how I know what goes where. Well, because I've done it before too, but this is the last page. So after I'm done here, you have successfully made it through the mock closing documents answer sheet. I don't know how long it has taken, because I won't know until the recording is stopped. But if you made it through to the end, I really appreciate it. And I thank you for the support. Hopefully this helps you. We just completed a 172-page refinance. If you found this useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share the channel with your friends. Also, if there's any videos that you don't see here in the library and I'm making them by request. So just give us a comment, give me a comment on something you'd like to see. And man, I'll put it together and you'll get a notification, because you're going to hit the notification bell. You'll get a notification when that video has been uploaded and completed. My name is Courtney Stevenson. I'm the coach at the Notary Playbook. Thank you very much. And I will see you again on the next video. If you want to set the docs, send an email to thenotaryplaybook@gmail.com, and I'll explain to you how you can get these actual documents blank, customized for you. All right, thanks again, guys. I'll see you soon.